everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you my September favorites and I have exactly 10 products to show you, so I better get started. So the first product I want to mention is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. This is a foundation that came to replace their regular face and body. They will no longer be making that, which at first I was a little bit scared of because I do really like the face and body foundation. And when I first tried this one, I did not like this one as much because when compared to the face and body, the water blend actually has even less coverage. And if you've ever used the face and body by Makeup Forever, you know that it doesn't have a lot of coverage at all. So this one having even less coverage kind of made me a little bit scared and skeptical as to how much I would actually like it. But just like the original face and body, this is buildable, so you can add layers to it and it won't ever look cakey even if you add like 10 layers of it. You won't be able to build it up to a full coverage, obviously, but you can definitely build it to a light medium coverage. And the main reason why I love it so much is the finish. It is a very beautiful, very natural finish, and because it is completely waterproof, you do not need to powder it. So you can just leave it with that beautiful finish of when you just finish applying your foundation and you don't have to ruin it with powder. Because I find like applying powder over your foundation sometimes take away of the beauty of the foundation. And with this one, you don't need to apply powder because it is waterproof. You don't need to set it because it will set itself. And also I find that this is the type of foundation that will work on a lot of skin types. And I especially like to apply it on mature skin or on young girls that don't have a lot of problems on their skin to cover up, but they just need to even things out a little bit. So I've really been loving this foundation. Then I have to mention the corrector by Urban Decay. This is their Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid, and this one is in the shade Peach, which is the one that I really need to cover up my really dark circles. I have a very bluish, purplish under eye circles, and so I do need a peachy corrector to counteract that color, and then I will use a concealer on top of it to really hide it. There are a lot of correctors in the market. The one I usually use is either MAC or Makeup Forever, and Urban Decay now launched their own. They also launched a pink one, a yellow one, and a green one if I'm not, I think they have another one, maybe a purple one. I really like this a lot, especially because of the formula, because it's thin enough that you can apply it and then apply a concealer over top of it and it's not going to look cakey, but also because I feel like it already has a little bit of coverage, so it really helps canceling out the circles, and also it already helps hiding them a little bit. So definitely been loving this one. Then, as you know, I took a vacation this month finally, and I didn't want to bring a lot of products with me, so I decided to bring a palette that had a lot of powders in it, like a blush, a bronzer, and my regular face powder, and also a highlighter. And I am of course talking about my Hourglass palette. If you want, you can see everything that I took with me on vacation. I have a what's in my travel makeup bag that I will link on the description box below. So yeah, the Ambient Lighting Edit Powder by Hourglass has two face powders. Actually, this is a lighter one that I usually use to set my concealer, and then it has a face powder which is dim light, that is the perfect shade for me right now. On the middle is a highlighter that is very subtle and it's not chunky or anything, so it's beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And then you have this bronzer and two blushes. And the reason why this is a favorite this month is, first of all, I like the fact that it's everything in one palette, but the thing is, I fell completely head over heels in love with this bronzer. The bronzer is so good. It's absolutely amazing. It has a little bit of a sheen, but it's not shimmery. It makes you glow and it makes you look a little bit more tan. It's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer, and I will definitely repurchase the full size once I run out of this. And I also really fell in love with the blush, especially with this one in the middle, which is a more corally one. It's a little bit brighter, and because I did get a little bit of a tan, I think it looks better on my skin right now. But I love the consistency. I love that the powders are so finely milled, and I love the color as well. I think that this palette is incredible. I like every single one of these powders individually, and so my favorite, it's not just the palette, it's the Hourglass bronzer and blush. on its own as well. And speaking about blush, if you have seen my recent haul, you have also seen the Suqqu brush. The Suqqu cheek brush has been something that I've been lusting after for so long. I think probably ever since I got into makeup really, but it's so expensive that I never managed to get it. But I am so glad that I did finally, because this is going to be amazing for my bro kit. It's amazing on myself, but you know, I'm going to put it on my bro kit because that's why I got it. But it is so soft, so smooth. It just applies the right amount of product at the right place. It's a very small brush, if you can see. It's not too big, so you have quite a lot of precision, and because it's so soft, it really diffuses the powder that you apply. It's great for applying blush especially, but you can apply bronzer, you can apply powder, you can do a lot of things with it, and it's just amazing. I love this. Thank you, Lisa Eldridge, for always talking about it. And yet another blush. I have found this product recently. I haven't been using it all month because, as you know, I've been vacationing. So a lot of these products, I either discovered them before or after I came from my vacation. This one I discovered after, but it did become a favorite very, very quickly because I love the texture of this. And I am talking the Blush Subtil, the Cushion Blush Subtil by Lancome. This is sort of a new product by Lancome, and I love this one a lot. This is number 25, Sorbet Grenadine. I really love the color, but what I really love about it is the texture, because it's so easy to apply and to just blend out with your fingers. I think this blush is amazing. It has really good lasting power on your cheeks as well. It really stays, and you can definitely use it alone on its own or layer it with a powder blush. Another recent launch from Lancome has been their L'Absolu Rouge line of lipsticks. They always had the L'Absolu Rouge lipsticks, but they have completely reformulated them and they have launched a bunch of new colors. And the one that I have absolutely been loving is number 186 Idole. So it comes on a package like this. Kind of reminds me of the Rouge Allures by Chanel because they are totally black and they have the gold part on top, and then you click at the top and the lipstick comes out on the bottom. It's a very beautiful coral, very intense red lipstick. So yeah, this is the shade. Very nice, intense, vibrant coral. I have absolutely been loving it. This specific one is a matte finish, but they also launched cream finishes and sheer finishes. Like the one I am wearing today is actually a nude from that line, and this is Nuit et Jour. And it's also very pretty, very natural. This one is actually a sheer one. And also one of the reasons I love it so much is because even though it is a matte lipstick, you definitely don't feel like you are wearing a matte lipstick because it's not drying at all. It feels very creamy on your lips, very comfortable. I just really adore this line. I think I have talked about this on my previous favorites video, but it has to be here because I have used it pretty much every single day of September. This is the Stylo Ye Waterproof Pencil by Chanel, and this one is in the shade Agape, which is the brown bronzy one. I have talked about it on my previous favorites, I think. I have also made a video on the whole range of the Rouge collection by Chanel that I really like. But this I have been using all month. It's a very rich bronzy shade that I love applying on my waterline on top of my lash line, just to make my lashes look a little bit fuller, but without really being as intense as black. Love the formula on this, really stays on my waterline. It's rich and pigmented. It's a beautiful product. And then I have to talk about two products from Estée Lauder, which came on a kit that was the Revitalizing Supreme kit. It is the cream, the face cream, and then also the sample of the Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair. The Advanced Night Repair, I believe I have talked about it on numerous videos before because it is one of my favorite products of all time. I really feel like it makes a huge difference on my skin when I'm wearing it. It makes the texture of my skin a lot smoother. It really prevents me from getting blemishes. It's just an all-round amazing product, and I think it's always a very safe bet if you want a really nice hydrating serum that is going to make your skin a lot more balanced. But the real surprise for me was actually the Revitalizing Supreme cream because first off, it's not exactly a gel texture like I usually like. I usually prefer gel textures because I don't like my creams to be very thick. And this one, even though it's not a gel, it's not thick either. It's like a light balm texture, if that makes sense. And beyond the fact that the texture is actually very pleasant on my skin, I have to say that my skin has never ever in my life felt smoother and softer. And I really wasn't expecting this because, to be honest, the only reason why I bought this was to go on vacation, because I wanted to take sample size stuff. I did not expect to like this as much. I just expected this, you know, to hydrate my skin and whatever, I'd move on from it. But I will actually buy the full size because I love it so much. My skin feels so soft, and trust me, I didn't have rough skin before. My skin was not bad, but now it feels so much softer. It's incredible. I don't know what kind of magic is in here. Well, actually, I have looked into it, and it actually has vitamin C and vitamin E, if I'm not mistaken. It has really good ingredients, amazing texture, makes my skin feel so smooth and soft. It's definitely a favorite for this month. And the final product is from Kiko, and it is their Solar Hair Care Serum. I know this is probably not available in stores anymore because this was a summer product, but because I only took vacation this month, I really only discovered it this month. This is supposed to be a serum that you put on after you've been out in the sun. Obviously, after you've washed your hair, you put it on either on damp hair or on dry hair. I actually put it on both occasions, and the reason why I love it so much is because, well, first off, it does feel hydrating on my hair, but more than anything, the scent is so amazing. It leaves my skin smelling so good, and it's incredible because I would put it on at night, and then on the next day I would go to the beach and I would smell like this every day, even when I was in the water. You know, every time I would get my hair wet, I would get a sniff of it. It's so good. I really like it. And if you can still find it on a Kiko store or even an outlet, I would recommend you to get it because it's still a good product to use on the winter time. It was just marketed for the summertime because you definitely need a serum for the summertime because your hair gets a little bit more brittle. But I need the serum and a hair oil all year long, so I'll definitely keep using it, and the smell is so amazing. So yeah, if you can still get it, I would highly recommend this product. So that is it, guys. Those were all my favorites for the month of September. If you want to see a few of them in action, go see my tutorial for the look that I'm wearing right now. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe, and come back for more. Bye!